Hello, I'm back. I'm Alfie from Odyssey Music. This is my second video, and this is more along the lines of what you're gonna usually see. So, I'm in the middle of recording another song. Now, if you look at my Instagram and Facebook, you see I do song covers, and this is what I'm doing now. I've just started, well, I say just started, I've been doing Master of Puppets, and I'm gonna deep dive into sorry, I'm gonna deep dive into it with you, thank you, and I'm pretty much just gonna show you the process, how I do things, and just show you what I can do. So we're going to take a look here. First, we're going to take a look at the drums. I use IK Multimedia Modo drums. I use the free one because can't afford to buy it. So I'll solo it to start with, as you can hear. And as you can hear, I had it to a click track. That is the first thing I want to talk about. It's the snare. Now, what I usually do for the videos, I get the drum track up, but then I also get the isolated instrument recording. So here I went onto YouTube and searched Master of Puppets isolated drum sound, and I heard that the snare had some reverb on it. So we're going to take a quick look into the drum plugin I have. So as you can see, is the IK Multimedia Modo drums. It's the studio version, which I'm guessing looks like a copy of the Recording Custom. I'll get a picture up here of the kit. That's what I think it's based on. So as you can see, I didn't know I could do that. That's cool. Right, so you can change the rooms, everything. Right, but this is the mixer. As you can see, I've got EQ on all the drums, got none on the cymbals, and you can see I've got quite a bit here going on with the snare. So let's take a look at that. As you can see, I've got some compression, I've got room reverb, and I got a parametric EQ. Now, I don't really have much EQ going on the snare. All I have is this. It's just a boost around, what's that, about 56 hertz, a cut at 307, slight boost at 1.8 kilohertz, and also 8.8, and I've just got I believe a low pass parametric EQ on it, just because I thought it tightened the sound up a bit more. The bass drum, this is it here. I wasn't really sure, but I gave it a bit of a bass boost and quite a decent top end boost because I thought it made it sound punchier. And if you listen to the drum recordings, it is quite a punchy sound. The cymbals, however, they are quite it's more in the background type of thing, and I don't know why that is, but it just is. But I'm not complaining because it still sounds quite good. Let's keep going. Go to the actual groove. As you can hear, just within the context of the groove itself, everything I feel works pretty well. So I stuck to it for the drum recording. And so that was the hardest bit, is just getting all the MIDI drums done, because that took like a whole day. As you can see, I've got like checkpoints and like which section of the song I'm in. So the verse. we got the pre-chorus. You got the chorus. Yeah, I got all of that. You've got James's solo, because I can't play Kirk's solo because I'm not that good yet, but who knows, maybe one day. But yeah, that's the drums. The guitars, I have used Neural Amp Modeler. I am using a 5150 head and a Marshall cabinet. The EQ I've got is, I'm not sure. I have nothing to go off, so in my opinion, this is enough. It might be too much for some people, might be too little for some people, but this is for me. But you can see what I've got. I've got a 41 dB cut off, and I also cut about 20 kilohertz. I got a boost around 3.3 kilohertz, and the rest is like the mids are scooped a bit, and that's the same for both the guitars because I've got panned left and right. I don't do the Master of Puppets the way they actually did it, because they did 3 rhythm tracks. They got a left, a right, a center, but panned down a bit. That's what James did anyway. But you can hear I'll solo these two so you can hear them side by side. It just sounds really tight in my opinion, apart from my poor performance, which is the best I've gotten. And if I was, that's not my main focus here. My main focus is the production side. It'd be helpful if I could play it, album tempo, all down picking. I can't do that just yet, and then I haven't been playing guitar for that long anyway, so yeah, I'm happy with what I've got. I'll take you over to the harmony section. And then we fade into, we don't go straight back into the verse section like they do. We pretty much skip pretty close to the end actually. As you can hear, the guitar started fading from both ears and stereo, both ears. It faded back to the left, which is where this guitar naturally is, as you can hear. And you got Kirk's harmony in your right. Right, bass. Now that was a hard one for me because, as you know, Cliff Burton plays with his fingers. I can't do that. I can play bass pretty well, I'll admit that, but I can't play very well with my hands, so I have to use a pick. So I tried to get the growl that he does, and the way I did that, like with a pick, it sounded a bit more tinny, as you can hear. You just hear how, like, with the fingers it just sounds fatter, it just sounds thinner. So what I did was I added a slight fuzz on the bass. Like, I'll go to the verse so you can hear the bass. So this is with the fuzz on. And this is with the fuzz off. So the fuzz actually, contributes to some volume effect as well, which helps it be heard. And the EQ I got here, it's what I would usually do for distorted bass. Cut about 30 hertz. I think I've been saying dB this whole time. No, it is dB. Yeah. No, it is hertz. Never mind. And then a cut about 16,000 hertz. Scoop mids. Nothing really done either side. It just sits right in the recording. I'll play a bit of the verse, like all the instruments together. Oh yeah, one thing I should say, best to be listened with on headphones so you can get the whole experience. And another thing I will say is I do not have monitors, so the mix might not be completely good. I do what I can, because what I usually do is I will usually play it through multiple speakers. I play it usually first through my guitar amp, and then I will usually play it through, where are they? I think they're behind me actually. Yes, they are. I will then play it through these headphones, noise cancelling headphones, best pair of headphones I've ever had. And then I will play it through the car, and I will make adjustments through how all of them sound. I also play it on my phone as well, for like people who just listen on their phone, like scrolling on the toilet and stuff, because I know a lot of people do that. And that's usually how I get them to sound pretty good. I haven't done the car one with this yet, so how it sounds probably won't sound how it sounds in my headphones. But yeah, right, we'll also take a look at the clean bit. We all know this here, right? What I've done is I just plugged my guitar into my audio interface, which is a Swiss Sonic UA2X2. Brilliant in my opinion. I love this audio interface, it's amazing. I just plugged my guitar in there, added some EQ, which is pretty much similar structure to what I did with the bass, but just less extreme. I also added a chorus, because of course Metallica's known for their just amazing chorus cleans. Used the Roland Jazz maybe C20. I can't, I'll put a picture of it up now. I've also got some room reverb, I got a bit of a delay, and I got some volume adjustment, because just plugging it into the audio interface, it's quite quiet even if it's turned up fully on the mixer. So I will play it isolated for you now. when I pause it, you can still hear the reverb. Now the reverb I've got doing a ping pong effect, so it goes from right ear, left ear, then both. So right, and because I just think it gives it a bit more depth. It is played on the neck pickup of my Epiphone SG Iommi Signature. All of the guitars here, apart from the bass obviously, is recorded on the SG Iommi Signature. My bass is recorded on my Encore. I think it's a precision bass. So yeah, that's the clean. I also have the swelling guitars that they also have in Master of Puppets, and I'm pretty sure they had only one swell guitar, which is like the volume swells, but I decided to harmonize it and pan it left and right so it just sounded even bigger. And I know it's not a good idea to like have everything panned left and right, but no two things are panned left and right at the same time, so I think I got away with it. Like, as you can hear, I'll play it for you now. It's like, and then it'd lead into the harmonized bits. What I've done is, again, I use Neural Amp Modeler, but I use a Cornford Hellcat, which isn't as high gained as the 5150s I use, so it's perfect. I'm still using a Marshall cab because it just sounds the best in my opinion. I'll play the panned left one right now. So that is the one that I can hear in Master of Puppets, the actual, recorded masterpiece. But this is the harmony I added because I think it just sounded cool. And it does. It sounds amazing in my opinion, and I'll play it all right now. You'll hear. Into that bit there, but I kind of made it fall back into place gradually as it sits back in your left ear, and really and at the end you can hear as I'll play now. Right, that would have usually gone into Kirk's solo, but I can't play that, and plus these are designed for like Instagram and Facebook. They're like 3-4 times as long as you should be. Usually they're like 30-second videos. This is about 2 minutes 20 seconds, I think. But yeah, I've just pretty much skipped to the end, and it's still engaging. It still flows. And that's the hardest part about cutting a song, is trying to cut the parts that flow. But I mean, this was pretty hard because I had to, apart from the drums, which I can learn if I want to, because I have got that drum kit outside. I had to learn the bass guitar, the rhythm guitar. I mostly knew because I played it anyway. But the additional harmony, Kirk's harmony, I never actually learned, and I think it's really cool. Yeah, I just love it. It's brilliant. But that's what I've done here, and hopefully the video like of me playing it will come out soon. I mean, I'm gonna have to learn the drum parts for it, and then it can be recorded, but I can record the guitars and that lot whenever, because I have don't fall down, there we go. I have this. It just attaches to my guitar, the headstock of my guitar, and I can just record from the phone, which is what I'm doing now. And yeah, right, well, that is it from me. I am Alfie from Odyssey Music. Please follow my Facebook, Instagram. I now have TikTok, actually. That was doing pretty well, surprisingly. But yeah, thank you for all the support that I've got on there, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.